Yu-Gi-Oh has over 10,000 unique cards in its card pool, and thanks to tools such as TCG Player and eBay, duelists all around the world can pick up any card they would like with just a click of a button. But what if those tools didn't exist? What if the only way you can attain new cards was by opening packs? Starting off with 3 Blue Eyes Structure Deck and a budget of $50 a week, I must build a competitive Yu-Gi-Oh deck with only sealed product. No buying, no trading for cards, all leading up to doing Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest challenge, topping a YCS. This is the Blue Eyes Sealed Only Yu-Gi-Oh! So, now that we have our 3 Blue Eyes Structure Deck, what are we going to be opening up to help improve our strategy? Well, if you saw last week's episode, the main problem we're having right now with the deck is bricking. So to help solve that problem, we're going to be opening up Rarity Collection 2. What's in Rarity Collection 2, you might be asking? Just Bingo Machine Go. Just Bingo Machine Go. So if you don't know what this card does, it can reveal 3 cards from your deck that either is a Blue Eyes monster or a spell trap that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon or Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Your opponent randomly chooses one for you to add to your hand, and then you shuffle the other 2 back into the deck. Now, you don't have to reveal 3 different names. They can all be the same name, so it basically makes it where if it's a 100% guarantee for you. But we're never going to be searching Blue Eyes monsters off of this. This is really what we're using is the search for the spell traps that mention Blue Eyes. Specifically, Wishes. Wishes is a searchable card off of Bingo Machine, and Wishes is a really good card for us. If we can get to that card all the time, it's going to be really good for us. So hopefully, if we can pull multiple Bingo Machines, that equals more copies of Wishes for us. So it makes it where we have 12 starters to hopefully, if we can pull 3, 15 starters in our deck. But there's a lot of other goodies in Rarity Collection 2 as well. There's some hand traps that we do not have in like Droll and Lockbird and Ghost Org that would be really good if we do pull. There's also a lot of side deck cards we can use if we don't, especially since we don't have a side deck. Something like the Chaos Hunter, XYZ Encore, Ultimate Slayer is in here as well. There's even the Solemn cards and Strike, Judgment, and Warning as well. There's even some good extra deck cards that we can maybe use in the future, something like IP and Access Code that we can't probably use now because we just don't have the extra deck for it. But in the future, if we pull more cards for it, we can actually use as well. So a lot of good stuff in Rarity Collection 2. Let's get to opening, shall we? Alrighty, 11 packs of Rarity Collection 2 coming right up. Hopefully we can pull a couple of Bingo Machines out of this. At least 2 would be lovely. We have 11 packs. There's 9 cards per pack. So, you know, most likely, hopefully we can get that. But yeah, there's not just Bingo Machine in this set like I was explaining in the intro. There are a lot of other cards we could be using. Set's really, really good for us for sure. And I remember a lot of people hating on this card or on this set when it first came out too. So, starting off with Sir Ravis, nothing we can really do with this, unfortunately. Hope Harbinger, okay, that's an XYZ monster we can throw into the extra deck. We don't really make rank 8s that often, but I mean, if we're going to, this is one of the best rank 8s we can make, so we'll take this for sure. Another Sir Ravis, fucking really bad for us. Guru, Wings of Resonance Life, really, really cool card. We need to pull Super Poly for this to be good, but I mean, decent card to start us off too. Alrighty, Borrowland Dragon, which is cool. I think this is actually the collector or ulti of the rarity there. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but if we're playing Rockets, it would be cool, but we're not playing Rockets, so nothing we can really do with that. Exosister Magnifica, I think this is the collector rare for sure. Nothing we can do with that. Skill Drain, that's kind of cool. Secret Rare Skill Drain. I don't know if we're necessarily going to need it, but we'll take the Floodgate for sure, because it is a Floodgate. Foolish Barrel Goods, nice little secret rare, but I don't think we can really take advantage of this. I don't know, we would have to see. And then a Fusion Deployment, you definitely can't use that for sure. Okay, trying to put my pulls up here kind of a little bit, still on camera. All right, really nothing out of that first pack besides Hope Harbinger, which is cool for us, again, just for extra deck stuff, which is kind of a thing we do need for this. Okay, starting off with DD Crow. This could be a little side deck card for us. For our second pack, we'll gladly take a DD Crow. Ring Brum, the Striker Dragon, or Striking Dragon. This is for branded, really nothing we can really do with that. Primitive Planet, Reichphobia, nothing we can do with that. TG Hyper Librarian is a level 5 Synchro. I don't think we'll be ever making that, though, so nothing really need to worry about. Solemn Morning, I guess, is a cool side deck card we can use. You know, we would prefer the Judgment over this, but I guess we'll take it for sure. Pressured Planet Wraithros. Again, we need the cash monsters for this. It doesn't really matter. Mind Control is kind of cool. We'll take that for sure. It's in the not Platinum Secret Rare, but no, this is called the Platinum Secret Rare, I guess. I don't know. Really cool little secret there. I guess we could throw this on the side as well. Underworld Goddess, not a bad pickup either. This could be thrown into our extra deck just as a guy because we do have the extra deck room, so cool to pull that as well. And then a Blue Eye Spirit Dragon. I guess that's a rarity upgrade for us. We already have 3 of this, but it's a super upgrade, so we'll take it for sure. Third pack up now. Again, we kind of just need the bingo machines, which would be nice to pull. The Phantom Knight of Break Sword, we're never making rank 3, so nothing we really need to worry about. Emergency Teleport, we're not going to be planning any Cybers anytime soon, so nothing to worry about with that. Extra to the pack, nothing again for that. Dragoon, okay, this is something we could technically make. It would take a lot, but we could technically use this. We would have to divert into other stuff to do so, but technically a card we could use. Again, really hard to do, but we could technically do this. Abyss Dweller is a cool rank 4, but again, I don't think we're ever going to be making rank 4s. Guardian Chimera is really, really cool, but we need polymerization for it, and it's not a bad card. We'll take it, but I don't think we'll necessarily need it. Secret Rare, Hope Harbinger. Yeah, we'll take this as just a rarity upgrade at this point, but yeah, we'll take that for sure. Oh my god, a QC Abominations Prison. Oh, wild. What the hell? Okay, doesn't matter for the Blue Eye Sealed Only series. Doesn't really matter. But for my max rarity Unchained deck, I will gladly take an Abomination Prison. Gladly take that. And a Chaos Hunter. This is a for sure side deck card that we're going to be playing for sure for like the Malice matchups and stuff like that. But overall, I mean, just a couple side deck cards and stuff like that, but no bingo machines yet. We do need those bingo machines. Okay, Pretty Memory is our first card to start us off with our, I think, 4th pack, if I'm not mistaken. Droll and Lockbird, again, another good side deck card we will gladly take for this. And there we go, Bingo Machine Go, our first one there for our consistency that we do need. If we can pull multiple, more copies just to get more consistency, it's going to be nice. So very good card that we got straight away. Crossout Designator, another cool side deck card that we can be playing as well, so kind of just buff up our side deck that we don't have right now. Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, another just rarity upgrade for us. Again, we already have 3 of this, but just rarity upgrades we'll take. Oh, there we go, another bingo machine. This is the Collector Rare. It looks like, let me try to get the camera to see it. Sorry about that cut there. I just started to cough out of nowhere. But yes, cool little, the second bingo machine, which is really, really cool. But we got a collector rare of it, so we'll take it. Coral Dragon, Synchro 6, I don't think we'll ever necessarily make. I think the lowest we can go is Synchro 7 in the deck, so nothing we can really do with this, unfortunately. Unchained Soul Rage, nothing we can do with it. We're not playing Unchained. And another Solemn Warning. Again, we prefer the Judgment if we can get it, but nothing there. But 2 bingo machines. Gladly we'll take it. At least we pulled multiple. We'll probably get a 3rd one out of most of these packs. So we still have a lot of packs to go, so I should probably hurry up with the opening. Rescue Cat. Cool little card, but we cannot use. Polymerization. Again, maybe we could use, but I don't think we'll necessarily ever need it ever, so whatever. Not a card we can use. Seravis, this is our playset now of this, but again, nothing we really need of this. Illusion of Chaos is another cool card we can use, so if we ever pull a Magia ever in this series, this is technically a Chaos Ritual monster we can use for it. If we pull Souls as well, that's kind of a good consistency card with it as well, but a little nice side engine that we could throw into the deck, but we need to pull Souls as well. I think this is the ultimate rare of the copy as well. Oh, speaking of Souls, it's literally the next card after it. That's kind of cool. So we got 1 Chaos and 1 Magician Soul, so that's kind of a little small engine that we could play. And this is kind of like if we pull like a Dark Magician later in the future, we could play like something like Dragoon in the future, because then that gets us into the Dark Magician kind of stuff on the field, and then we just need a polymerization to go into Dragoon. So kind of a little nice package. Per Lily, again, nothing we can really do with this. And then this one is a Platinum Secret Rare. Oop, kind of showed the back of it. Borderland Dragon, nothing we can do with it. Masquerade, again, another card we cannot use. And oh, a second Illusion of Chaos. That kind of buffs that kind of lineup up. That's kind of nice. I'll take it for sure. Okay, we're getting a lot of stuff now. I guess the rest of the stuff is like literally just like one more bingo machine, like maybe another Souls, and then like side deck cards like Droll and Lockbird that we will gladly take for sure. Good, nice little start to start the pack. Solemn Strike, there we go. That's a side deck card. Like Warning is cool, but Strike is just a much better, so we'll take the Strikes for sure. Forbidden Lance, that's a kind of cool card. This is the collector rare of it. I don't know if we'll necessarily use it, but it's a cool card. Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, just a rarity upgrade for us. We already have the Jet Dragon. I don't even think it might not even make the cut this week, but again, just a rarity upgrade that we'll take. Axis Code Talker, this is kind of a cool card. If we have someone like Celine in our extra deck, but we need to pull Celine, I don't think Celine's in this one. I think Celine was in Rarity 1, so we'll probably won't be able to pull it. But nice to have just some generic extra deck guys in our extra deck as well. I think IP is also in the set, so if we can pull that, that'd be pretty cool. My friend Pearly, nothing we can do with that. Oh my god, a QC DD Crow. Our second DD Crow to start us off too. And it's a QC. I guess that's kind of cool. I prefer the QC of bombs or something like that, but you know, DD Crow is still DD Crow. I guess we'll take that for sure. And then an XYZ Encore, another just side deck card that we can be playing for like the Rizal matchup, which is really, really cool. And then Foolish Barrel as our last one. Okay, we still have, I think that we've been through halfway through the pack, so I'll kind of just start hurrying up because we did pull a lot of the stuff that we did need. Cosmic Cyclone, a nice little side deck card as well for us. Per Lily, nothing we can really do with that. The third DD Crow we'll gladly take, so now we have a playset of it. A Hermetic Seals of Heavenly Spheres. This is just another rarity upgrade for us. We already have the common, but we'll take the rarity upgrade. Oh my god, Appaloosa. This card is unfortunately banned, so we can never use it. So yeah, fuck that. Playset of Hope Harbinger is kind of cool, but we don't really need a playset of this card. And then another QC Phantom Knights of Break Sword. Oh my god. Yeah, we're never using this card though. Yeah, we're never making rank 3s, but I guess a cool little QC. Omega is kind of a cool card. Again, I don't think we'll ever necessarily make it though, but kind of a cool card. If we pull like the Ultimate Slayer, maybe it could be cool. And then the third Bingo Machine. Okay, so we have our playset of Bingo Machine now as well. So now the rest of it is just like picking up other hand traps that we don't have and like just side deck cards as well. We have 4 more packs to go through as well. Appaloosa, again, just a banned card we're never going to be able to use. Econ is cool, but I don't think we'll necessarily use it. And then there's the IP. Oh my god, okay, we just pretty much pulled everything from this set out of just 11 packs, which is really, really cool. So IP, again, we don't really have a target for IP just yet, so we're going to have to find a target for it, but IP is a cool card to pick up. I don't even think would necessarily make it, but the IP is a cool card to pick up. Another Break Sword we don't need. Alternative Dragon, another just rarity upgrade for us. We already have it. Nothing we necessarily need. Tractor Reflegia, again, just nothing we can really do with this card. We don't make rank 4s. Gold Sark is cool, a secret rare Gold Sark as well, but yeah, nothing we can really do with this. Unless like, yeah, no, there's really nothing we can do with this card. Ringbun the Striking Dragon, and another just alternative, nothing we can really do with that. Alrighty, 3 more packs to go. Again, just, we already pulled our playset of Bingo Machine. If we pull like 1 more Souls and then a couple like side deck cards or like hand traps that we don't have. Like Ghost Org, we haven't pulled a Ghost Org yet. Where the fuck is Ghost Org? Okay, Pressure Planet Player Lino, we're never playing Tier. Preparation Rites technically is a consistency card for the illusion stuff, so I guess that's cool, but I don't think it's really necessary. Skullmeister, probably one of the worst hand traps in the game, but still a hand trap, not too bad. Rescue Cap, nothing we can really do with it. Phantasme, okay, we will gladly take a Phantasme. This is pretty much going to be like our Molt Charmies for the series for now, just because this is the best like alternative to those cards, so I guess we'll take the Phantasmes for sure. Another skill drain as well, but it's limited to 1, so nothing we can do with that. Another Mind Control. This is at 3, and it's a pretty little secret rare as well. We'll gladly take another just side deck card though. Another Preparation of Rites. Oh my god, the fucking, they're kind of, everything is kind of clumped together. You get multiples. Platinum secret rare prep, and then a Silent Swordman. Yeah, fuck that card. Glad we haven't pulled that many of those cards, because those cards fucking suck. 2 more packs to go here. My friend Peerly to start us off, a Coral Dragon, nothing we can really do with that. Borland, I think this is our 3rd one. Again, we're not playing Rocket, so nothing we can really do with that. Judgment, there we go. We'll take a Judgment for sure. First one of the pack opening. We also just need a couple more strikes if we can get that as well. E-Telly, again, we're not playing Psychics. Enemy Controller, again, the second one, I don't think it's necessarily that great. Anti-Spell, nice little floodgate we can throw in our side deck as well. And Pretty Little Secret as well. And then, oh my god, a 3rd Illusion of Chaos as well for us, and it's a secret rare. We'll take it for sure. So that completes that. We just need more Magician Souls now, and then a Raikou that we do not need. Okay, last pack here. We have not pulled a Ghost Org, which is wild to me. That's really, really wild. Crystal Wing. Okay, this is also the first one of this one as well. We can gladly take this because if we get something like Ancient Fairy in like other pack openings, we can actually make this card, which is really cool. So nice pickup now, but nothing we can really do with it, but nice to pick it up right now. Second Garura, which I don't know, nothing we can really do with this right now. Another Foolish, again, nothing we can really do with that. Oh, another Seals though, that's cool. I think it's the collector rare if I'm not mistaken there. Another Underworld, we only necessarily need the 1 though. Super Nimble Mega Hamster. Oh my god, there goes my camera. Oh, okay. My god, I do that a lot of times, but nothing we can do with that. My friend Pearly, again, nothing we can do with that. 4th DD Crow, this is a secret rare though, so I guess that's something, but again, it's the 4th one, nothing we can really do with that. And then the last card being a 2nd XYZ Encore, just another side deck card for us. No Ghost Org, which is wild though, which is kind of like an important hand trap that we just did not get. But I think overall, a successful opening, so without further ado, let's get to the deck profile, shall we? Alrighty, now on to the deck profile itself. I'll kind of speed it up with this one because there actually isn't that many changes in the main deck. There's actually a lot of changes to what we now have is a side deck, so I'll kind of skip the main deck a little bit because nothing has really changed that much. There's exactly 3 changes, which you can probably guess what they are, but starting with the monsters, we'll have 3 Sages, 3 Maiden, 3 Neo Kaiser Seahorse, and 3 Blue Eyes, and that's literally it when it comes to the monsters. We're not really playing anything else. I'm not playing another Blue Eyes like target like a Jet or anything like that, just because that's kind of the main reason why we bricked last week was because of those cards. I did take out Master 2. I think Master is still a really good card, but I think we kind of need a completed extra deck for Master to be good, and we don't have a completed extra deck just yet. So we're just playing these 12 monsters, and the rest are kind of just like spell traps that we are playing, so nothing really else to that. Again, Sage, Maiden, and Kaiser Seahorse are both all 1-card combos, and obviously the Blue Eyes are just things that we need for engines and stuff like that. I wouldn't want to cut it down to 2 just yet, just because honestly the third one does come up, and we don't have enough main deck hand traps yet to consider playing it only at 2. Now on to the spell traps. We are playing 3 Wishes for Eyes of Blue. We are playing the 3 new cards, 3 Bingo Machine Go, 3 Roar of the Blue Eyes Dragon, 2 Ultimate Fusion, 1 Mausoleum, 1 True Light, and then 2 Majesty to complete our stuff. So this is kind of our consistency engine. Wishes also is a very good card to draw. Helps us get to like the 1-card combos and stuff. Bingo Machine is what pretty much makes it where we can search any of these spell traps that we have right here. So the main one we're trying to go for is the Wishes, but if we already have Wishes, we can go for something else. So just another consistency part. It makes it where we have, I think, 12, 15 technical starter cards. So hopefully that's enough where you don't have to brick. And then obviously 3 Roars is just to get the Blue Eyes out. Ultimate Fusion, still a really good card to get more fusions out because you can shuffle from the graveyard, and also as an interruption piece if we have if we shuffle Blue Eyes from the field. Mausoleum, True Light are the 2 1-card, like the bricks technically, but they are really good cards, and 2 Majesties I did decide to keep at 2 because Majesty is actually still a really good card as long as we can draw a combo with it. Majesty is just fucking insane. So that is it for our spell trap lineup. Again, the only really change there is the 3 Bingo Machine goes. Now onto the hand traps. Again, nothing has really changed. We're keeping with the same main deck ones. 3 Nibiru, 3 Effective Veiler, 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, Called By, and of course the 3 Infinite Impermanence. These were insane last week. The only problem with it is we just didn't draw a combo with the hand traps that we do have, but the hand traps are really, really good. But I was expecting to add maybe a little bit more hand traps this week, but we didn't really pull any like the good main deck ones. Like I was expecting to pull at least 1 Ghost Orc out of this pack, but guess what? We didn't. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So that was a card I thought I could put in the main deck, but we didn't. Technically, I could put Droll in the main deck, but I just don't know how really good that is to put Droll in the main deck. So I decided just to stick with the current hand trap lineup that we do have now. So nothing really has changed. So the only really changes to the main deck there was the Bingo Machine goes. Now on to the extra deck. We are playing 3 Spirit of Eyes of Blue. Again, kind of just a simple change, and obviously we're playing the 1 Seals as well to go with it. This is fine. 1 is just to search the Mausoleum, and the other 2 are in here just in case we need to turn Spellcasters into Dragons to help us make the Seals. So that's why we are playing 3. Instead, I think the 1 Seals is fine. I never really needed to make the second one. To be honest with you, I really never, also doesn't help when I don't draw a combo, but didn't really make Seals that much last week, but hopefully we can make it a little bit better this time. Now on to the Synchro monsters. We are playing 3 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. We're playing 1 common, 1 super, 1 ultra, kind of just the upgrades. Again, kind of the main synchro that we're going for. 1 Azure Eyes, and then 2 Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. These are 3 targets for the 3 Blue Eyes Spirit Dragons. Again, this is kind of the thing we need to fix with the extra deck, is to find more targets for Spirit Dragon in the future, but that's for a future video. So right now, but this is perfectly fine for us. XYZs, we're playing 1 Indigo and 1 Hope Harbinger just so we have it. I don't think we'll necessarily ever need to make 2 rank 8s, but just having it is pretty nice. And then for the fusions, we are playing 1 Neo Ultimate Dragon and then the 2 Tyrant Dragon. So last week I was only playing 1. I was playing the other one. I forgot what the other one was called, but I should just be playing 2 Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon because this is pretty much the better fusion, and we're only playing this one because the Wishes can banish itself to equip this, and then in the graveyard makes it where they can't target our Blue Eyes monsters, which is really, really good. So that is it for the extra, and then not that many changes has happened. I guess it's just really the adding Hope Harbinger to the extra deck, and that's pretty much it. And now onto an actual side deck, because last week we didn't have a side deck, but this week we have actually a full-fledged 15 card side deck. So the cards we are playing are 2 DD Crow in the side deck. Again, not the greatest in the world. We want this to be Bestials instead, but we'll take the Crows for now. 2 Droll and Lockbird that we pulled as well. Again, I was considering main decking this, but I decided to put it in the side deck for now. 1 Chaos Hunter and the 1 Phantasma that we have as well. This is more for the Malice matchups over here as well. But I wish we pulled more Chaos Hunters and more Phantasmas, but I guess I can't really complain. At least we did pull one of them. For the spells, we're playing 2 XYZ Encores. This is for the Rizal matchup. We're playing 2 Mind Control. This is just more for like the Rogue matchup kind of thing. I don't think it's necessarily the greatest, but we had a 15 card side deck, so I decided to put it in. We have the 1 Cosmic Cyclone for just random back row matchups. The 1 Crossout Designator we could throw in going first, because we do actually have all the good hand traps for this, so we can actually use this pretty well. And then for the traps, we're playing 1 Solemn Strike, 1 Solemn Judgment, and an Anti-Spell Fragrance as well. These are kind of just cards we are deciding going first for sure. So yeah, that is it for the deck profile. Let's get to local, shall we? Alrighty, just got here at Duke City game. It's going to be 4 rounds today. Again, expectations I'm still going to be high, even though last week I put it high like to top, and then we went 1 and 3. Still going to put it high to top today because again, it's Blue Eyes. Like, it's a really good structure deck. We have more consistency and we have a side deck now. So like, I'm expecting to do good. At least get some pricing out of it. So yeah, we'll see you after round 1. Alrighty, new OTS pack here, OTS pack 27. I don't think there's really anything in here. I haven't really looked at the list, so let's see what we can pull out of it. 104 Masquerade. I guess there's nothing we can do with it. Yeah, nothing we can do with that, unfortunately. Alrighty, on to something a little bit different this week compared to what we did last week. This week, we'll be doing only 1 round recap, but we'll be watching the entire match in its entirety, covering every single play that happened in the game. This is something I did with the Fire King sealed only version. I do kind of like it as well. I'll probably alternate on which versions we do. 1 week we'll do what I did last week, where we do all like round recaps, but we only do like 2-minute versions of them. And then the other week we'll do what I'm going to do today, where we watch the entire match, but we only cover just the 1 round itself. So before we actually get into that round, I want to talk about locals real quick. So it was another 4-round tournament, but we went 2 and 2, which sounds like an improvement because last week we went 1 and 3, but it really wasn't because one of the wins ended up being a win off a bye. I got the bye round 1. I actually took a picture just to show the proof. Hopefully I put it on screen right now if I'm not lazy enough to edit it. Hopefully I'm not lazy enough to edit it and put it in itself. But I did get the bye round 1. Round 2, I versed Fiendsmith Chimera Azamina, which is the match we're about to watch itself. But I did win this game. And then round 3, we versed Fiendsmith Rizal, which game 1 we got into top deck mode. We both did. We got into a huge grind match and we got both into top deck mode. And then I top decked into nothing. I passed to him and he top decked into ice. So I'm like, okay, nothing I can do about that. And then game 2, straight break. It was like Ash, Valor, Imperm, called by Blue Eyes, White Dragon. I'm like, okay. Set the call by an Imperm, pass, and he goes Lightning Storm. I'm like, well, fuck. And then he goes Bonfire. I ashed it. He normal summons Ice, I Valor, and he goes Special Sword. I'm like, okay, I just lose this game. There's nothing else I can do. And in the last and final round, we versed Fiendsmith Castria. Game 1, he bricked really, really hard. Like, he drolled us, which Joel did do a lot, but we ended up on somewhat of a board, and it was just a hard brick from him, so nothing he can really do. So we win game 1 that way. Game 2, he made me go first, and he drolled me once again, and like I started with Bingo Machine Searching Wishes, and he goes Droll. I'm like, okay, fuck, pass to you. And he did have combo that time, so there was really nothing I can do. And then in game 3, I was playing really, really greedy and played straight into Nib, and just absolutely punished for doing so. And the Nib just absolutely checked me. There was nothing I can do. It turned off the Castria portion, but he was able to do combo, so there was really nothing else I could do in that. So we did go 2 and 2. But now, without further ado, let's get into the actual match itself, which was the round 2 match here. So you won't see me on camera anymore because I want you to see the game here because we're kind of zoomed in here right now. So the Azamina player is on the left side. I'm on the right side. He won the die roll and chose to go first. Did show my hand. Our hand is Wishes with Eyes. Oh my God, did not mean to do that. Let me quickly get back to where we were at. If it lets me, there we go. Wishes for Eyes of Blue Majesty, called by Sage and Bingo Machine, which is not a good hand going second. Like, Called by is okay, but you want to see some hand traps. So he goes Hollowed Azamina here, sending Queen Azamina, summon out the Murcielago, goes Murcielago chain link 1, Queen chain link 2 special itself, and then the Murcielago searches for the Sinful Spoil one. I forget what it's called, but this is the Book of Moon one that can reset itself from the graveyard as well. Then goes Diabellstar, sending the Murcielago to special Diabellstar. Diabellstar will set the Deception from the deck here. Then goes Murcielago, or the Hollowed shuffle back Murcielago to add back in their Murcielago, or Hollowed, send the Sinful Spoil trap card to special summon out the Sylvia of the Azamina card there, which is just an Omni Negate for him. Then goes Deception effect here. He goes ahead and tribute the Queen Azamina that's on field to go ahead and search for this trap card. I don't know what it's called, but it's really, really good. It lets him fusion summon during, or just, I guess it's a trap card, just lets him fusion summon by shuffling back Sinful Spoil cards from the grave or banished. Really, really good. Then he normal summons Pirellia, links into a Moon, and then now we get to see the Fiendsmith stuff. So he goes Moon into a Requiem, then goes Requiem effect to go ahead and special summon out the Lacrima. Lacrima effect will dump out Engraver. We have seen this plenty of times, this format. Everyone kind of knows this. Goes Engraver effect here to shuffle back the Moon to special itself. Links into the sequence here, actually, instead of going for the DD play. So he goes into sequence. Sequence effect to summon out the Desiree, and then link off the Desiree in the sequence into an Agumde. Agumde effect target the Desiree, and then sequence effect target the Desiree. So Desiree, fucking huge, can't be targeted, and is technically a 5 negate as well. And then he goes the Sinful Spoil trap card in graveyard to reset itself to the field, which again is just a Book of Moon. And he has another trap card set, which is probably going to be the Azamina trap card that we did see, and he passes to us here. So our hand is okay, so we'll go ahead and start off with the normal summon of Sage. Go Sage effect to search for Maiden here, which is really, really good for us because now we have Maiden rotation. We link into a Spirit of Eyes of Blue to go ahead and search for Mausoleum of White here. And then we go Bingo Machine here, revealing 2 Ultimate Fusions and a Wishes here. He chooses one for us to randomly add to our hand. We don't see it on screen here, but he did add the Ultimate Fusion to our hand here. Then we go Blue Eye Spirit effect to summon out Blue Eyes from our hand here, which is really, really good because it actually forces out a lot. He actually goes ahead and books the Moon, the Blue Eyes, which I don't think is the correct play because Ultimate Fusion can still fusion someone using face down cards, so maybe that's not the correct play there, but he does do it. I do go ahead and chain Ultimate Fusion to this here. He chains the Sylvia to negate by trimming itself, and I chain the Called by target the Sylvia, which is more likely going to force the Desiree because if he doesn't let it, the Ultimate Fusion is going to be able to pop the Desiree because it used the Blue Eyes on field. So he does use the Desiree to negate everything on the field, so the Blue Eyes does get Book of Moon here. Then we go ahead and he actually goes on resolution, go the trap effect here to shuffle back Queen and the Sinful Spoil trap card to special summon Saint Azamina from the extra deck here. Then we go Wishes effect, discarding for cost to search out a Sage and a Roar from the deck here. Then we go ahead and activate Mausoleum. Then we go ahead and get the extra normal summon, my bad, skipping ahead. Mausoleum activation, he changed the Saint Azamina summon out this fusion card. I forget what it does, but I know the effect, or I forgot what it's called, but I know the effect is when a Sinful Spoil card is activated, he can target 2 cards on the field and destroy them there. So, as long as we don't trigger a Sinful Spoil card, we are chilling right now. So we normal summon Sage here as an extra normal summon. We search out the Veiler here. Then we go Maiden effect. I know you don't see my graveyard, but we do Maiden effect to get the True Light onto field here. But I forgot to read Deception. Deception, since something was sent to the graveyard and he controls an Azamina card, he gets to trigger it to gain 1,500 and then I lose 1,500. Then he changed the fusion card to pop 2 cards here. He pops the Mausoleum and the True Light, and then the True Light effect will trigger to blow up my entire field, which is very unfortunate. Then we'll go Roar effect to summon Blue Eyes. This Blue Eyes should be in the fence. Doesn't necessarily matter though, because I do summon Maiden off the graveyard effect, and then just immediately concede. There's really nothing I can do. It can't break through the field anyway, so I just concede in game 1. Now on to game 2 here. I did choose to go first here. We go starting off with Wishes pitching the Imperm. We'll search for Sage and Majesty here. Then we go ahead and do the normal summon of Sage effect to search for a Maiden of White, then link into a Spirit of Eyes of Blue. Add the Mausoleum here. Then we go Mausoleum of White effect. We do extra normal summon off of it the Maiden of White, which seems a little bit weird. Then we go ahead and do Mausoleum effect, target the Maiden here, dump the Blue Eyes. Now, this seems a little bit weird. I wanted to chain the Maiden, and then my opponent reminded me that I'm locked into Dragon, so I can't summon off the Sage. So we just dumped the Blue Eyes there, which is ended up going to screw me, and I'll see you why in just 1 second. We link it to another Spirit there, and then link into a Seals. Then we go ahead and go Roar effect to special summon Blue Eyes from the deck. He changed Meows because it can summon from the graveyard here, but we are not going to summon from graveyard. We're going to summon from deck instead. I do choose to give him one draw, though. We do summon Maiden here, so he does get a draw off the graveyard effect. Then we Synchro summon into the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon Synchro Monster. We'll go ahead and set 2 cards, and we'll pass to him. Now, very unfortunate here. I actually was able to, if I did play it correctly, was able to get to True Light. Now, I always want to get to True Light because it's just your kind of your follow-up play, but I wasn't able to do it with this because I messed up the sequence. If I do Mausoleum later, so when I make a Seals, then do the Roar, summon a Blue Eyes, and then Maiden special itself back. If I do Mausoleum there, then at that point I'm able to trigger the Maiden because there's no the Spirit Link monster on the field. I can summon out the Sage and then do Maiden effect on field, get the True Light, and then have the Sage and Blue Eyes to go into the Blue Eye Spirit Dragon Synchro Monster. So kind of a missed sequence there. Can play it better. There should be a True Light on field if I do play it correctly, but I played it incorrectly, so I unfortunately just get a little bit punished by that. So to start his turn, he goes wanted to go and search for Diabellstar, then normal summons Gazelle here. On normal summon, I chain the Imperm to negate the Gazelle. Then he goes Diabellstar, sending the Ghost Org from hand to special itself, and then does do Diabellstar effect to set the Deception from deck. He goes to battle here, goes Gazelle effect to attack over Seals, then goes I chain Seals effect to bounce. I actually bounce back my Mausoleum because I really don't want to bounce back anything of his field. So I just bounce back my Mausoleum, then go Seals effect to summon out Blue Eyes, then Maiden effect to special itself to the field. Then he just redeclares into the Blue Eyes because the Blue Eyes has 0 defense. Then still in battle phase, I do Spirit effect to summon out the Ultimate Dragon here. I think this is a little bit of a misplay. There's really no point here. I think my thought process was to play around talents. Shouldn't have done that. I think this plays way into more, especially since he's on Fiendsmith. I know the Spirit Graveyard effect can actually do a lot of damage, but I guess I was just trying to play around talent, so a little bit of a misplay. I shouldn't have done that because in main phase 2, he goes into Moon here, which actually does do a lot, so he forces out the Majesty here, so I reveal the Blue Eyes to pop his Moon and his Deception that's in the back row. But if I keep the Spirit here, I can kind of let him do the Fiendsmith stuff because I can negate something in the graveyard before going into the Ultimate Dragon. But a little bit of a misplay there, but it still is perfectly fine because he goes the Nightmare Illusion here, dumping Queen Azamina to special itself, then goes effect to search. I chain the Ultimate Dragon to negate because he has 1 card in hand. Unfortunately, that last card has to be insane. He goes wanted effect to draw a card. He draws into Quaddle. Quaddle effect searches me or Sword Knight, but there's really nothing else he can do. He attempts to pass to me. The Spirit effect will trigger the Ultimate Maiden to destroy itself, then the Ultimate effect will summon back Spirit from the graveyard here. Then to start my turn, I'll do the Maiden effect on field to place the True Light from the graveyard. Then I normal summon the Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Sorry, link it to a Spirit, and then go Spirit effect to specials out Blue Eyes here. I forget to trigger Maiden effect in graveyard, unfortunately. I should have done Maiden effect in graveyard, but I do Wishes effect here to place the Neo Ultimate Fusion. Then go True Light effect. He changed Ghost Org, and then I go True Light effect, mandatory Chainlink 1, then Spirit to negate the True Light there. But me forgetting the Spirit or the Maiden is kind of going to screw me up. But I do go to battle phase with the Tyrant Dragon. Tyrant Dragon attack into the Illusion. Can't be destroyed by battle because it's an Illusion card. Then we will just reset the Majesty in the damage step just so we have that. Follow up, I pass to him. He normal summons the Mirror Sword Knight to start his turn. I chain the Majesty here to attempt to pop cards. It doesn't target, so even though he changed the Sword Knight, I can pop whatever he summons off of the Mirror Sword Knight, which is enough, and he does just concede there. So a little bit of a lot of misplays for me on that kind of portion of the game, but we do get out of that game with a win, but I could have definitely played that game a little bit better. Now onto game 3, I have an Imperm, DD Crow, Wishes, Roar, and I think it was Sage in hand there, if I'm not mistaken there. Really decent hand for going second. At least we drew hand trips this time. So he goes ahead, normal summons Mirror Sword Knight effect to summon Gazelle. Gazelle effect. I actually don't chain the Imperm here, which is a very big misplay because I should have recognized if he gets to Chimera Fusion, the Imperm is pretty much dead anyways because and yeah, he gets the Chimera Fusion here, and the reason why is because now he can just save the Chimera Fusion for any time I try to Imperm something. He can just chain the Chimera Fusion to it, and it doesn't resolve. Then he has the hard drawn Deception. That's kind of the reason why I wanted to save the Deception is if he has the save the imperm because I'm like, if he has Diabellstar, I want to imperm the Diabellstar, and the biggest punish is him hard drawing the Deception, which is very unfortunate. Goes Deception effect, tribute the draw from hand. They had the Hollowed Azmina, activate Hollowed Azmina here. Get the Murcielago effect here. Again, can't chain the Imperm because he can just chain the Chimera Fusion to Fusion Summon. He adds the Sinful Spoil trap card that can book a move. Then he goes Chimera Fusion effect here to summon out the Big Wing Berfomet. Big Wing Berfomet, Chainlink 1 to dump a Fiend, and then Chainlink 2 Gazelle to add an Illusion, if I'm not mistaken. So he adds the Quaddle off of Gazelle, and then dumps the Evil Hero card. I forget what the full name of it, but this is the kind of his way to get to the Fiend Bit stuff off the Mirror Sword Knight. Then Quaddle effect will go ahead and search for Gazelle here, which doesn't really do anything. He already normal summon. But now he goes the Hollowed Azmina to shuffle back the Murcielago to add back to hand. I'm like, okay, I can't deal with an Omni Negate. I do have to DD Crow the Hollowed Azmina just to make sure I don't have to deal with that Omni Negate. So he goes Chimera Fusion effect in graveyard to add back to hand. Then goes Diabellstar effect, dumping this Sinful Spoil trap card. Then goes effect to set a Wanted from deck here. Then goes Chimera Fusion to Fusion Summon using the Gazelle and the Murcielago, or the Berfomet on field, to Fusion Summon into the Chimera that can discard a card during the end phase. Does activate that. Then goes into the Evil Hero to summon out the Dusted Gold. And now he has the Light Fiend on the field. Now goes into Fiendsmith combo. Goes into Requiem. Goes into Lacrima. Lacrima effect to dump the Engraver here. And then links off the Chimera and the Lacrima into a Sequence. Sequence effect here to Fusion Summon. Goes ahead and obviously he's going to Fusion Summon into the Desiree here. Then links off the Desiree in the sequence into an Agumde. And then Agumde effect target the Desiree. Then Sequence effect in Graveyard to equip to the Desiree. Another just big-ass Desiree that can't be targeted. Passes to me on the end phase there, so I don't have to worry about the trap there. Does discard a card, which end up being the Imperm, which is probably the best hit for us because the Imperm doesn't really do anything for us now, so at least we kept our combo pieces, and he passes to us. In the draw phase, he does do the Chimera effect to bring back Berfomet, just so his graveyard effects are live. We start off with the normal summon Sage effect. He changed the Mirror Sword Knight to negate the Sage. We link into a Spirit here, Spirit effect to get Mausoleum, then activate Mausoleum. Extra normal summon another Sage that we probably drew for turn against Sage effect because it's not a once per turn for the normal summon effect. He changed Desiree here to negate the Sage and the Mausoleum that's on the field. Then we go Wishes effect, discard a card to go ahead and search for Roar and Maiden. Then we go effect to do Maiden effect to place the True Light there as well. Then we go Roar effect to special summon Blue Eyes from the deck. And then we synchro summon into the Spirit Dragon with the Sage and Blue Eyes. Then we go Spirit effect here to go ahead and special summon Blue Eyes from, or the Spirit Link monster, special Blue Eyes from the graveyard, then Maiden effect to special itself back to the field here. Then we go ahead and do the Wishes to target the Blue Eyes to get the Neo Fusion, but this is just so we can get to the Tyrant Dragon here. Then we go into battle phase, Tyrant Dragon attack into the Diabellstar here. Then we go in the damage step to reset our infinite impermanence from the graveyard. Then he goes Diabellstar effect, sending the Big Wing Berfomet to the graveyard to attempt to special itself, but Spirit does negate the activation, the Synchro monster, so we negate the Diabellstar in graveyard. Then we go main phase 2, Mausoleum effect, target Maiden. Even though it's negated, we can still target, so we can go target the Maiden and then Maiden effect to special back the Sage from the graveyard. Then we link into a Spirit here. We go into Seals, and then we go ahead and do True Light effect, which he changed the Ghost Orc for, which we actually could have probably played around pretty well if we go synchro off our Tyrant and Spirit, or Tyrant and Sage into another Blue Eye Spirit Dragon, then link off Blue Eye Spirit Dragon and like the Maiden go into the Spirit Link monster, link the spent Blue Eye Spirit Dragon into the Seals. We actually could have played around this Ghost Orc pretty well. I know it's a little confusing that you can't really see what, hopefully you can see what I'm trying to go for, but you actually could play around this because we could have made another Blue Eye Spirit, then use the spent Blue Eye Spirit that's on the field right now into a Seals. So the other, like if we did make the second Blue Eye Spirit, we can negate our own True Light. But that's very unfortunate. So we kind of played into the Ghost Orc, even though we could have played around it, but it doesn't really matter because time actually gets called in my end phase, and since I did go to battle phase, we do win in time there. So again, a little bit of a misplay there, a lot of misplays actually that we do need to get better with in the future. I will end the video here because this video has been going on for a very, very long time, so I will end the video here. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more content on the channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.